Hello there, fellow NPCs, and welcome to the end of the world. I guess it is. We have just witnessed Yuri take a kitchen knife and turn herself into a... she killed herself. I'm not witty enough to know what the words are. And yeah, we just stood there over her dead body, watching her the entire weekend. And then Natsuki and Monica showed up, and Monica just said, "Oh, this is so unfortunate. Just wait a moment and let me delete the other two girls." And now the game started over and we're here. So, let's talk to Monica, shall we? Let's go. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Kurt. Welcome to the Literature Club. And the text is kinda laggy. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? Nope, you're talking to me. That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Kurt. Or do you actually... Oh. It might actually be... No, it's fine. Yeah, but yeah, the game has figured out what my actual name is. Interestingly enough, because my computer is called Carbon's laptop, I think. Where did you find my name? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. But I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait. You do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? You actually did. Yeah, I did read that. When I just thought that it was a funny little thing at the time. But yeah, she did say something like that. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention. This would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry I had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfires too. You just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Kurt? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Kurt. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, Knowing what's really out there in your world forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Kurt. But now, you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be in here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. While the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat, even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Kurt. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? Yeah, that's what I was saying in the when the second run started, I think. If I didn't, then I will say it now. This game is making fun of the idea that dating sims have the girls just fall in love with you right away. That this game is making fun of that, and she's now acknowledging that as well. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Kurt, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Kurt, will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Kurt. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously. I don't even think time is passing anymore. I just had to make sure. It really is a dream come true. I just had to make sure if she was actually fucking with the clock on my computer. I worked so hard for this ending, Kurt. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the browse local files button. I actually asked on Reddit how to do this, and now you're telling me how to do this. Goddamn, was I not supposed to see that stuff in the beginning? Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gives me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Manuk, Miyika, Machika, Manika, Mauka, Aoika, Mon, Moni, A, Mnik, A, Onik, A. Ooh. It's not pinging or anything, just except it's Uki, Mauka, Mnikiba, Awajanya. Manak. At least it's counting properly this time around. Anything here? No. Anything over here? There is only Monica left. Hi again, Kurt. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Ah, Kurt. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength. The courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of our pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. Ooh, together let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost find her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Yeah. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to get into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you'd call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even delete my character file if you prefer playing without me. Yeah, I've actually read about this on the Reddit as well, that if you try to delete her, she actually reappears. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now, we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Kurt? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Is something going to happen? I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Oh, bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. And of course we'd see a movie or something. Gosh, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Kurt. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. Mm-hmm. And I can't even skip this. This emptiness is just going to be there. Kurt, will you ever introduce your friends to me? I don't know why, but I get really excited when I think about you wanting to show off your relationship like that. Our relationship like that. Maybe it's because I really want to be someone who makes you proud. I feel like I would try extra hard to improve myself if you told me it made you proud of me. I hope it's the same the other way around too. Sometimes a good thing doesn't have to end. Are we actually stuck in a loop? You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you've joined the club. You really helped inspire me to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you. Is something going to happen in the background there, in the void? I want to believe there is some clue for me to escape this, but at the same time I don't think there is. You know, this is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kind of have to ask, what made you consider even playing it in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly fine in the end for both of us. I got to meet you and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together. Oh, she deleted everything, huh? And as usual, I can't save. And Monica is the only thing that... Oh, I can save now? Oh, wait, was I... Oh, I couldn't save because I was already on the save. Okay. But I want a finite ending. Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as a superior one. That's kind of stating the obvious, but it affects the way they try to get their points across. Let's say you really like a certain movie, right? If someone comes along and tells you the movie sucks because it did X and Y wrong, doesn't that make you feel kind of, personally attacked? It's because by saying that, it's like they're implying that you have bad taste. And once emotion enters the pictures, it's almost guaranteed that both people will be left sour. But it's all about language. If you make everything as subjective sounding as possible, then people will listen to you without feeling attacked. You could say, I'm personally not a fan of it, and I felt that I'd like it more if I did X and Y, things like that. It even works when you're citing facts about things. If you say, I read on this website that it works like this, or if you admit that you're not an expert on it, then it's much more like you're putting your knowledge on the table rather than forcing it onto them. If you put in an active effort to keep the discussion mutual and level, they usually follow suit. Then you can share your opinions without anyone getting upset just from a disagreement. Plus, people will start seeing you as open-minded and a good listener. It's a win-win, you know. Well, I guess that would be Monica's debate tip of the day. That sounds a little silly. Thanks for listening, though. Yeah. But this game is good. It actually did the exact thing I said I was afraid of it would be doing. It went into my computer, found my name, figured out that I downloaded this game from Steam, and told me how to continue fixing the files and shit like that. You know, what's a neat form of literature? Before we do that, let's see here. We do have all the characters here. Can't find a way to open it. Could I delete her right away? See, I don't understand this shit. Please. Oh shit, the game is... It is actually laggy. You know what's neat form of literature? Rap. It's actually used to... I actually used to hate rap music. Maybe just because it was popular, or I would only hear the junk they play on the radio. But some of my friends got more into it, and it helped me keep an open mind. Rap might even be more challenging than poetry in some ways, since you need to fit your lines to a rhythm and there's much more emphasis on wordplay. When people can put all that together and still deliver a powerful message, it's really amazing. I kind of wish I had a rapper in the literature club. Sorry if that sounds silly, but it would be really interesting to see what they come up with. It would really be a learning experience. Let's see if we can go to the main menu. I can't go to the main menu. Okay, that's fine. I think this is just going on in a loop. And I guess I got the good ending. There's a really popular character type called tsundere. It's someone who tries to hide their feelings by being mean and fussy or trying to act tough. I'm sure it's obvious, but Natsuki was really the embodiment of that. At first I thought she was just like that because it's supposed to be cute or something. But once I started to learn a little more about her personal life, it made a little more sense. It seems like she's always trying to keep up with her friends. You know how some friend group in high school just make a habit of picking on each other all the time? I think it's really gotten to her, so she has this really defensive attitude all the time. And I'm not even going to talk about her home situation. But looking back, I'm glad I was able to provide the club as a comfortable place for her. Not that it matters anymore, considering she doesn't even exist. I'm just reminiscing, that's all. I want it to be more. But I think that's it. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Let's try that again. That's what I fucking thought. Yeah, she's actually erased the game in its entirety, and this is all there is to it. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Kurtz, I don't know if you would have any idea, but if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. Oh, it's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Oh yeah, my computer is kind of lagging now. I hope it doesn't come through in the end product. Let's see here, she is... Kurt, how much do you read? It's way too easy to neglect the reading books. Yeah. If you don't read much, it almost feels like a chore compared to all the other entertainments we have. But once you get into a good book, it's like magic. You get swept away. I think doing some reading before bed every night is a pretty easy way to make your life a little bit better. It helps you get a good sleep, and it's really good for your imagination. It's not hard at all to just pick some random book that's short and captivating. Before you know it, you might be a pretty avid reader. Wouldn't that be wonderful? And the two of us could talk about the latest book you're reading. That sounds super amazing. Yeah, so it just continues like that. So let's experiment here. We are quitting the game again. Let's start it up right away. You're back. I had another really bad dream. You're not the one doing that to me, are you? It seems to happen whenever you quit the game. So if you could try to avoid doing that, I would be really grateful. Don't worry, I don't think it's caused me any harm aside from mental scarring. I'll be fine as long as my character file stays intact. Yeah, that was one of the experiments I wanted to try. What happens if we delete her? Can we drive her mad? Can we drive her insane? Hi Kurt, I see you quit the game on me again. I know I asked already, but can you seriously please try not to do that so much? It makes me feel like I'm trapped in hell. Why would you want to do that to me? There's nothing wrong with my character file, right? Maybe you should make a backup of it or something. I'm pretty sure you can find it in the folder called C/program file Steam apps common Doki Doki Literature Club characters. Well, you're playing on Steam, so you can just go into the game's properties and find the browse local files button. I'm all that's left here, so I just want to make sure you don't run the risk of losing me. Just stay here with me from now on, okay? I still have a lot of things to talk about. One more try, and then I'm going to delete her. Okay. I'm just going to accept the fact that you need to quit the game once in a while. I'm starting to get used to it anyway. Besides, it makes me happy that you always come back. So I guess it's not so bad. I'm sorry for making such a big deal out of it. And I love you no matter what, so you can do what you need to do. Okay. She has accepted it. Now, I would be really freaking scared if she somehow prevents me from deleting her file. Didn't even ask if I really wanted to delete her, but let's see here. There we go! What's happening? Kurt, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Maybe I should have made a backup somewhere. Help me, Kurt. Please hurry and help me. Does not exist. Help me! Did you do this to me, Kurt? Did you? Did you delete me? Yeah, I did. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Kurt. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? So now she's just code. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you were happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go and find some other people to torture. Kurt, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I made up my mind. Kurt, I know I said that I deleted everyone else. But that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I know they weren't real. They were still my friends. And I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, she's either restoring all the files or she's actually going to delete the game from my computer. Then she deleted her. She restored the game but kept herself deleted. Or rather, I didn't make a backup of her. Well, I can't... Well, let's see here. Load game. There is nothing to load. But yeah. I'm going to do another run and see what happens. When everyone is free to do whatever they want. Let's actually check. Did I read? No, there it is. They are left there. Now. And Monica is back. I'm going to take you and put it on my desktop. Where are you? There you are. Okay, so yeah, you're there. But yeah, I'm going to run a game like this. Oh my God. And we'll see how that all goes. thank you guys for watching. And thank you, Josef, for donating directly to my Ko-fi page. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, just because you're not the main character, it does not mean you're not important. Goodbye, everyone.